What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I am back for another commentary, and we are finally back with the first week of the new season. We are now in season 3, and we are taking a look at the depth chart. I hope you guys were following along. Starting at QB will be Blake Bortles, our first round pick. We traded up. We traded Eric Decker along with his second round next year in order to get this guy. He is the future of the Cincinnati Bengals, and of course, this will be the first time you guys will see the new Bengals Stadium in a regular season game. And sadly, we have two big players injured, and that is Andre Smith along with Giovanni Bernard. This guy is primed to have another very big year, but he's going to need Andre Smith and this offensive line to do well. We also traded for Santrell Henderson, who is also going to be playing tackle for us, and we really need our offensive line to get it together. That was one of the positions or the groups of players that we didn't address too much in the offseason. We did okay, and they have good overalls, but we don't have any depth. And I'm playing on new sliders where fatigue really plays a big part in the games. So we'll see how that turns out. We really need to protect Blake Bortles, our investment that we made. We traded some very good pieces in order to get him. Like I said, Eric Decker, he was a little bit disappointing for me last year, so I decided to trade him, and it turned out to be Blake Bortles. So I hope this guy does great. And pretty much on defense, we have 11 of 11 starters returning, but the starters will be different. So there's a look at the injury report. You guys see Giovanni Bernard is out for only 2 weeks with a broken thumb. That's good. And then Andre Smith is out for 7 weeks with an upper arm fracture. Without further ado, the Bengals will begin their title defense on Thursday night versus the Washington Redskins.
We're here for this interconference matchup between the Redskins and the Bengals. President, I have no idea what's inside that box, and that's what the coaches are thinking. They're not sure about their football teams. They don't know. To field level, as Danielle Bellini has more on today's matchup.
Thanks, Jim. It's great to be here for what should be another memorable season. As for today's game,
All right, guys, we are getting set to kick off our new season. We have a revamped, younger offense at the running back position. We have Jawan Edwards, who did a really good job in preseason. He will be pairing up with Kenny Hilliard, taking over the running back duties in place of Giovanni Bernard. But let's look at the Redskins roster. This team got to the NFC Championship and lost to the New Orleans Saints, who were defeated by the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl last year. But they have made some very good improvements to their offense. They also added Jacoby Jones, and they also got Mario Manningham. And let's look at their offensive line. 91, and I think they have some really good overalls, so our defensive line should struggle getting to them, because look at their overalls. These guys are really good. But as you guys know, and you guys have seen it for the first 2 seasons, our defensive line is pretty much one of a kind. But let's look at their defense. They have a very good linebacking core. They have Ryan Kerrigan, Brandon Spikes, who they picked up this offseason. And then on the right side, they have Brian Orakpo, who is always solid, out of Texas University. And to top it all off, in their secondary, they have Bradley Roby at number 2, Nick Weissam at the nickel corner, and then they have Josh Wilson as their starting cornerback. And this is a very, very solid team. They've gotten a lot better. Look at Bakari Rambo, and he is now an 88 overall. So this secondary should give Blake Bortles, our rookie, a very hard time. And his first career attempt will be to another rookie, Jawan Edwards, who takes it for a gain of about 15 yards on that play. And that is a good start to the career of Blake Bortles. First down and 10, we're going to hand it off to Jawan Edwards. This time he will be shut down after gaining only 2 yards. Adam Carricker on the stop that time. Third down and 5, Blake Bortles is back to pass, and he gets a dropped pass by Julian Edelman, and that was his first target in the Cincinnati Bengals uniform, and it is a drop. So I hope that's not a bad omen for things to come this season for Julian Edelman. But nonetheless, RG3 has taken the field, and he is trying to make something happen versus the Bengals offense. So third down and 6 from the shotgun. RG3 is dropping back. He will get a collapsed pocket due to the pressure of Geno Atkins, and he will finally be brought down. Big hit by Carlos Dunlap, our Super Bowl MVP, and we get the ball back. We're going to hand it off to Jawan Edwards, and he will pick up 7 yards on the play. Fast start for him so far in this game. Then we're going to hand it off to him again. This time he breaks a few tackles and fights his way to the first down. And this guy is doing exactly what we want him to do, break tackles and get yards in short yardage situations. And he's doing a good job. As you guys saw, he got some very good blocking that time, getting us down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 8. This time it's Kenny Hilliard, and he will lose a yard. Ryan Kerrigan on the stop that time. 3rd down and 9. Bortles is back to pass. Opportunity here to throw his first touchdown. He's going to dump it off to Kenny Hilliard, and he breaks the tackle but will not be able to pick up a first down. And Jeremiah Detmer, our new rookie kicker, bringing in a rookie kicker for the 2nd year straight, and he will get his first NFL attempt to go through, and the Bengals take the lead 3-0. And Lau McCombs out of UConn will pick up 5 for the Redskins that time, and RG3 will hit Fred Davis over the middle, breaking the tackle, and he gets 7 yards on the play, so they pick up a first down. 1st down and 10, they're going to hand it off to Alfred Morris. He takes it to the outside, and he will get about 9 yards on the play right there, and he is off to a very good start for the Washington Redskins. And on 2nd down and 10, RG3, nobody open. He's scooting around the pocket, and he will finally be brought down by Aaron Maben. He has gotten a starting job over Christian Jones this year. We decided to give him a chance, and RG3 will be picked off. RG Pains while EJ gains, and he will come up with his first interception of the season 3 of this Bengals owner mode, and he is already up to his old tricks. But the Bengals are forced with a 3rd down and 3, and this time Jawan Edwards will be brought down via face mask by a Redskins defender, and that will give us 15 more yards. And Blake Bortles will be taken down by Brandon Spikes, going untouched right up the middle to bring him down for a loss on the play. And we are now faced with 3rd down and 11, and we get a pass deflected at the offensive line, or at the line of scrimmage, I'm sorry. And Blake Bortles is off to a rocky start. Hasn't really made any mistakes, but he is off to a rough start. This defense is very good, and he's faced with a tall task of trying to pick apart this defense. And then we get a good play by Michael Johnson right there, reading the QB's eyes and sniffing out the screen. And they will have to punt the ball on 4th down. Dexter McCluster, who we re-signed to a 2-year deal, is back to return, and he is going to show us exactly why he deserves all the money we gave him. And this time he will get us down to Redskins territory at the 38-yard line. 2nd down now for Blake Bortles and this Bengals offense, and he will be brought down, and he will lose the ball, but it will be recovered by Clint Boyling. And we go play action on 3rd down and 10. We're going to hit Julius Thomas, our free agent acquisition, playing the 2nd tight end spot, and he will drop the pass. So these receivers really have to work with Blake Bortles on these drives. We've had a few crucial drops on 3rd down, and that is not what we want to see. And the Redskins get some sure-handedness from Fred Davis, and he takes it up to Bengals territory. So from the 42-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for RG3, he hands it off to Lau McCombs, and he'll be brought down for no gain. CJ Mosley making initial contact on that play. 3rd down and 6. They're going to convert, though, to Mario Manningham for a gain of about 8 yards that time. So 1st down for the Redskins, but after a 1-yard loss and an incompletion, they are faced with 3rd down and 11. RG3 is almost picked off by Reggie Nelson. That would have been a very nice pick by him, but he bats it down, and the Bengals get the ball back, and the Redskins do not score. But Blake Bortles obviously has a fumbling problem, and this time the Redskins are lucky enough to recover. The first time the Bengals recover, but Aaron Maben will get to RG3, and that will force a 2nd down and 17. After a 2-yard gain, they're faced with 3rd down and 15 now. RG3 is back to pass. He's going to throw one over the middle to Mario Manningham, and he will get them down inside the 10-yard line. 3rd down and goal now from the 7. RG3 drops back from the shotgun formation under pressure by Dunlap. He's going to throw it to Mario Manningham, and he is wide open. That was a back foot throw by RG3, but it was still accurate enough to throw a touchdown. So that was a good play by him. And then we're going to get a nice nice pass by Blake Bortles over the middle to a wide open Tyler Eifert. This time he's back to pass under pressure from the right side. Yet again, we are really missing Andre Smith this game, and he will be sacked for the second play straight by Ryan Kerrigan from the right side once again. Like I said, we are really missing Andre Smith. And then Ray Maluga is up to his old tricks, getting tackles for loss. This time he brings down Morris for a loss of 1. RG3 gonna scramble this time, but we will get a very nice tackle by Leon Hall on the right side, bringing him down, forcing them to punt. The Bengals have to get something going on offense. Our defense hasn't allowed too much. We allowed that 1 touchdown in the game, but other than that, we've been playing very, very solid. So the Bengals had the ball. We're going to hand it off to Jawan Edwards, trying to get some points on the board. He tries to truck over the cornerback, and he does pick up a first down for the Bengals. He has 69 yards on the day so far. Play action, and Blake Bortles will be sacked this time by Chamberlain, and we really need to get this offensive line together if we want Blake Bortles to have any success in this offense. But once again, he's going to be sacked, and he can't find anybody open, so you have to blame that partially on the receivers because they just aren't able to get open on these defenders, and that's allowing their defensive line a lot of time to get back to Blake Bortles, and he has been sacked a lot of times this game so far. But RG3 goes deep and just throws a pinpoint pass to Mario Manningham, who has been great for them, and he tries to scramble out of the pocket this time, and Aaron Maven will bring him down. They credit him with a sack, and that will be his 3rd of the day. So 2nd down and 12 for RG3 in this offense. He's going to go over the middle, but look at the hit by Ray Maluga, jarring the ball loose mid-air. Pierre Garçon tried to grab that one diving, but Ray Maluga made sure that did not happen. So 3rd down and 12. He's moving around the pocket, and then he's going to get a near catch by Manningham that time, but our defender was there to knock the ball loose. So the Bengals really have to get something going now if we want to win this game. Blake Bortles can't find anybody open. Once again, they're playing flawless coverage, it seems, and he's going to be hit after a gain of 9, and he will fumble the ball again. So he has a fumbling problem. We know that about him. Accuracy hasn't really been a problem, or arm strength hasn't been a problem. It's really just been he's been under pressure and he has a fumbling problem. But this time he'll be sacked and fumbled. Both of the problems I talked about just then happened on the same play, and he fumbled, and this time it's recovered for a touchdown for the Redskins. So the Bengals fall behind, and then on the next drive, what does he do? He throws an interception. So the Bengals are already losing by 11 points, and Blake Bortles isn't making it any better. But Lyle McCombs catches the screen, and E.J. Gaines will force a fumble, and it will be recovered by our other cornerback, the hall monitor. So the Bengals do get the ball back, and I'm sure E.J. Gaines will be on Blake Bortles' good side for a couple of weeks as he gets the ball back for the Bengals after Blake Bortles has given it away for 2 straight drives. We're going to try to make it a little bit easier for Blake Bortles, try to give him some really short passes just to let him get into a rhythm, and it finally looks like he's hitting that stride as he's going to get his 3rd straight complete pass to Marvin Jones, and he's going to get to the 16-yard line, a gain of 25 on that play. So 2nd down and 10 after a no-gain rush. Blake Bortles will turn it over once again, but the Bengals have very good defensive position. Blake Bortles is a rookie, and he's really showing it to us today. He's not showing much poise, but at the same time, he's under pressure almost every single play. And we're going to let Alfred Morris get a yard, and we really need to get a safety right here if we want to start our comeback attempt. But 3rd down and 6, he gets a good pocket, and the hall monitor almost picked off RG3, and that would have been his 2nd pick. But we really need to get something going. So we're going to hit A.J. Green, our primary wide receiver, and he will pick up his 1st reception of the day for a gain of 13. 1st down and 10. He's going to go deep to Mohamed Sanu drops a wide open touchdown pass. He actually got open on that play, but he cannot come down with it. And Blake Bortles will laser this one into A.J. Green on the right side of the field, and we pick up a 1st down. And then he will hit Julian Edelman, the new Cincinnati Bengal, for a touchdown. And if we get the 2-point conversion here, we will cut the deficit to 3 points. We're going to hand it off to rookie running back Kenny Hilliard out of LSU, and he picks up the 2-point conversion. So here we are in the 4th quarter. We really need to get something going. We really have to get a defensive stop here, and we force a 3rd down and 4. What can we do? RG3 lethal out of the backfield, but this time he will be stopped by Geno Atkins, and after a gain of 1, they will have to punt the ball. Blake Bortles is this time going deep to A.J. Green, and he beats the coverage and will easily make his way into the end zone. That is the production we were missing from A.J. Green last season. and Andy Dalton just couldn't get that ball there. But more importantly, the Bengals take the lead, and the Redskins are trying to fire back as they find Mario Manningham wide open in our coverage defense. And this time, RG3 tries to shimmy his way out of the pocket, but Geno Atkins is there and says, "No way, Jose." But this time, he's going to go deep, and it was almost picked off by the hall monitor. So the Bengals have really come alive in this fourth quarter as we are forcing another punt. This time on the return is Dexter McCluster, our new re-signee, I guess you could call that. And he has a great return, getting us into the Redskins side of the field once again. And then we're going to hand it off from the shotgun to Jawan Edwards, and he will fumble it. So this rookie offense, this very young offense, is showing its age and inexperience, if you will, as they are dropping the ball and turning over the ball a lot in this game so far. So the Bengals had a chance there to increase their lead to 7 points or even 2 possessions, but once again, costly mistakes will give the Redskins a chance, and this time they're on 3rd down and 2. RG3 cuts it upfield. It is not sliding, running with a head of steam. Takes on Ray Maluga that time, and on 1st down and 10, he's running again, and look at the bad tackling that time by Robert Gaithers, and he picks up 7. 2nd down and 3. RG3 is on the right side of the field, going to find Burton, and he will pick up a 1st down. So RG3 pump faking to the right, going to hit this time Gordon out of the backfield, and he will pick up 8 on the play. So the Redskins are driving. We really need a takeaway or a stop, and this time RG3 is throwing it up deep in double coverage, and it will be intercepted by Sean Williams, and he will fall into the end zone, and the Redskins will be awarded 2 points for the safety. I didn't like this call at all, but it makes the game a little bit more interesting. I mean, I guess he did come down with it and take a few steps, then go into the end zone, but Sean Williams there had 2 players around him, should have been able to keep his balance and take it out of the end zone. But the Redskins, all they need is a field goal here with less than a minute left. They're going to hit Logan Paulson, and that will pick up a few yards. 3rd down and inches now. RG3 from the shotgun under pressure, going to hit Lau McCombs, and Ray Maluga forces the fumble. Bengals there, but they will not be able to come up with the football. So 4th down and 1 for the Redskins. A great hit by Ray Maluga that time. It looks like they're going to run it up the middle this time. I'm focusing on that. 4th down and 1. We're looking towards the inside. Man in motion to the left. They're going to hand off to Darrell Young. He breaks 2 tackles and takes it across the 50-yard line. They use a timeout. 1 timeout left for them, and also 30 seconds. RG3 will be taken down by Marcus Hunt. 3rd down and 12 for RG3. Empty backfield. 17 seconds left. 3rd down and 12. He will be sacked this time by Wallace Gilberry. Their offensive line has really broken down. They do not want to use their timeout strangely here. 4th down and 20. One more stop, and the Bengals walk away 1-0 from this game. They're going to hit Gordon, and he cannot get out of bounds in time. Time will expire, and Blake Bortles and this Bengals team start their title defense 1-0 versus the Washington Redskins, escaping this game with a 2-point lead. Our defense really did a great job. That is really what carried us throughout the whole season last year, and it's looking like that trend is going to continue. But here's the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game. That very nice touch pass to AJ Green to give us the lead in the 4th quarter, and that was a great pass. Like I said, that's the production we were missing. I'm not going to say it was terrible, because he did win and he did toss 2 touchdowns, but a bad day for Blake Bortles. Alfred Morris did decent on the ground, 3 yards a carry, not very good. Jawan Edwards, I was very impressed with him, along with Kenny Hilliard. They both did a great job on the ground, filling in for an injured Giovanni Bernard, and it's really tough to fill his shoes, but I think they did a good job. But here's the receiving totals. AJ Green with that long touchdown, and 2 other receptions, totals 80 yards, and a touchdown on the play. My bad, I meant on the day. I'm sorry about that, but we had a really good game this game. These are the sliders that I'm going to be using for the remainder of the season, and I think these are some really good sliders. Next week, we face off against Braxton Miller and the San Diego Chargers, and that'll be a very good game, and I'm really anxious to see if this defense can have the same success against another running quarterback like they had versus RG3 in this game. And RG3 played great last year. He got him to the NFC Championship, just couldn't finish it off. He didn't show up in the championship game. I believe he threw 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. But that's the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a great game. We escaped this one in front of our home crowd in our new stadium. First game for 3 rookies on the offensive side of the ball. and first game in our new stadium, first game in a new era in Who Day Nation. And I'll see you guys in the next one, though. Later. Leave a like.